Every Friday night, guys, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I would help my grandparents in the shop because those days are really busy in the shop. But back then said, but you have this specific customers. That guy liked me, but I was not into him. And every time he keeps on coming at the shop and he keep on bugging me and stuff, asking me for my phone number and stuff. And one of the time, that night, he was here just pesting me. And I just spit right in his face. And that guy gave me a dirty slap. Said sometimes we ladies, when we are in our prime, including myself back then, guys, in my prime and stuff, and sometimes I get good brought ups because I get good brought ups because I had grandparents. They always teach me about morals. Even my aunt said sometimes we as ladies, because I saw a lot of this on the internet. Ladies say, ladies saying that they can do everything for themselves, but I think that is selfish. That is selfishness said. I agree, yes, we as ladies, yes, ladies, we are educated, we go to university and college, we have our money, we can buy any little thing, we can buy our car, we can buy houses, yes, and that when we decided to have kids, at times we have kids in our late 20s, 30s, and 40s, said, being a educated lady, it's not all about, said, I can bring everything to the table, I can take care of everything. Because I remember this guy, he's a body tech, and he went back to Jamaica and he married his baby mother and bring up her and their kids together. And when she came to Canada and she went to nursing school and everything. She changed. One time she get that degree or a PhD, people change. And it's not only she and that behavior. That's why I live in Canada for 9 years, guys. And I realize that men don't even want to call to ladies in Canada. They rather to go like to the Caribbean countries, Africa, and find a wife and bring back to these Western world countries. But sometimes when these men bring back, it's not all of it's not all ladies when they came back to these first world country with your husband, they are changed. But some of these ladies they change. Once from they start making that money, they just change. They do not show your husband any respect anymore, said. So looking back at my behavior, guys, I was really rude. Yeah, I was really rude, said. Sometimes we ladies, we have to show our husband respect and our boyfriend, cause and let them be the head of the household. Not because we are making money. We go to college, university. I know men rather to go and learn a skill because when my husband start learning skill to become a body tech. He started when he was 18. So right now, it is working out for him because right now, things have really changed so much in Canada, guys. It really changed. People literally struggling to find jobs in Canada, even if you have experience. You cannot find a job. You have to have a link to get a job in Canada. Things have changed so much, but I'm not saying that anyone cannot come and pave their way. Yes, you can come and pave your way in Canada because I've been living in Canada for 9 years. I might not achieve what I wanted, but when I came to Canada, I have to start working. I have to start thinking about my two daughters, paying the bills and everything. Said sometimes I wish I get that chance, I have that time to go back and learn a skill. But it's just life. I always tell you guys it's just life. But we as ladies, we have to stop telling ourselves that we can do everything for ourselves. No, we cannot do everything for ourselves. Because I remember this lady when I used to live in Jamaica. She had no kids because when she was young, she was just enjoying life. She was just going. She was just traveling because one of the times she was telling me that she was living in England. She traveled to so much. She said she traveled to so much small islands and stuff. And she had her money, but guess what? Sometimes when sickness comes, because she takes sick, yeah, she becomes sick, and we in the community have to be rallying around her. Yeah, me and people in the community have to be taking care of her because one of the time she can't even find food. Pampers, because one of the time I have to go in my pocket and go to Linstead and get her pampers, come back and clean her up and everything. And she had two nieces, and it's when she passed away, her niece came and they just took everything. Said sometimes it's not, ladies, it's not about having material things. Sometimes we need a companion. We need somebody to grow holy. Sometimes a lot of ladies, when we are young, we get married. We get married, and sometimes we do not get to know our partners. That's why I always tell you, ladies, educate yourself, get to know your partners before you start having kids. Because I saw what happened to my mom. Yeah, I saw my mom to be mother and father for all her kids, and she did not get the chance to go back to school. Yeah, she did not get the chance, but it's just life. Sometimes we fall in love with this guy, and we find ourselves having 3 kids, 4 kids. Yes, and it hold us back from going back to school and achieve. Because even me, guys, I needed that help from my dad. I needed that help from my dad when I was 16. Yeah, I just, yes, I wanted to go back to our church because, yes, I wanted to go back to our church, and he did not give me that chance to go back to school. And sometimes I fall on hard time because when you do not have a skill, you do not have a qualification in Jamaica, you fall on hard time. That's why I love to see young ladies educate themselves, because in Jamaica, ladies always going to university and college, want that degree, want that PhD, want to make something of themselves, that they can stand on their own feet, that they don't have to go and sleep with anyone. Men, you can stand on your own. You can build yourself. You can own your home. You can own assets. You can just live comfortable. When vacation time come around, you can book your flight to anywhere in the world and just go and enjoy yourself with your family. And if you don't have a family, yes, go and enjoy your single life, because we only live once. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and please leave a comment on this video and just have a wonderful night.